Hi everyone, welcome to Jack and Cat Adventures. Today we're going to be making homemade cinnamon rolls. There's a lot of steps to it. Don't be intimidated. I'll walk you right through everything. It's pretty easy, especially if you know how to do bread. So let's get started. In a cup you're going to need 2 teaspoons of sugar, a 1/4 cup of warm water. It should be the temperature of a baby bottle. Pour that in. 1 packet of rapid rise yeast. Now if you don't have rapid rise, go ahead and use your regular yeast. Just kind of bloom it like you're supposed to. I'm going to bloom this one anyway, so use whatever you have. Both will work. Alright, so I'm going to pour that in. I'm going to give it a little stir. And now I'm going to set that to the side and I'm just going to let it bloom. And what that means is I'm letting it get foamy. You want it really foamy. While that's going, we're going to start on some other stuff. So in a mixing bowl with the hook, you're going to need a 1/3 cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of butter, softened. All your butter should be softened for this recipe. An egg yolk. I always break mine in here in case it's bad. I don't remove everything in my bowl. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Salt. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, you're going to need a 1/3 cup of mashed potatoes. I did instant mashed potatoes. Just do it by the instructions on the box. You want you want the butter and the salt and everything in it. You just don't want the flakes, okay? If you want to make yours homemade, by all means go ahead. Put that in. And what that does is it gives the rolls a very, very soft texture. Now, you're going to need 2/3 cup of very warm milk. Don't boil it. Right before the simmer, that's what you want. So you're going to pour that in. And the reason you want it warm is we're going to melt our butter with that. So we're going to mix this up for a little bit. Make sure everything gets mixed really nicely. Alright, once your butter is totally melted into your mixture, you're going to add 1 cup of flour. And we're going to stir that in until it's combined. You're going to need a total of 3.5 cups of flour. I put 2.5 in here, and I just measured out the one so I keep track of how many cups I have, because sometimes I get to talking and I forget where I left off. So I always measure my ingredients out ahead of time. I'm just going to let this mix until it's mixed in well. And I'm still waiting on my yeast. While we're waiting on that, you're going to need to get a bowl and grease it with like vegetable oil. And you're going to need saran wrap. Alright, once you have your 1 cup mixed in here nicely, we're going to add in our yeast mixture. And that's what you want it to look like. You want it really foamy. Okay? Pour that in. That yeast was very, very good. Make sure you get it all. Alright, now we're going to mix that. Just until combined. I'm still using my dough hook, it doesn't matter. Then you're going to take the 2.5 cups of flour you have here and we're going to add it to this slowly. And once it's totally added, we're going to knead this dough for about 10 minutes. But I think I'm just going to add like half and then do half. That would work. You just want to get it mixed in real well. Scrape down the sides and the bottom. You can do this all by hand if you would like. I'm just not that ambitious. I'm going to add the rest of my flour. Mix that in to combine it. And I'll scrape down the sides one more time. Okay. I'm going to let this combine, and then I'm going to start the 10-minute kneading process. Alright, so my dough kneaded for 10 minutes, and it's very sticky on the hands. It should not stick to your hands, okay? So I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of flour. You can go up to 1/2 cup of flour if you need to. I'm just going to pour a little bit of flour in at a time, and we're going to re-knead this for about 5 minutes. Alright, so this is how you want your dough to be. There's nothing on my hands. I used about 1/2 cup altogether extra. I'm going to oil my hands. And then I'm going to grab this out and make it into a ball.
Maybe. Looks very soft.
It's very nice. Okay. Put it into a greased bowl. I got some more in here, I'm just going to pull it out. And then you're going to put a little bit more grease on the top of this, and you're going to cover it with saran wrap, and you're going to let it rise for about 60 to 90 minutes or until it's double in size. Alright, once your dough is rising, while it's rising, we're going to make the filling. You're going to need 6 tablespoons of butter melted, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of flour, and 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. You're just going to mix this and put it to the side until we're ready to use it once the dough is rolled out. So I'm just going to mix this together and just set it to the side.
Alright, now our dough is doubled in size. What we're going to do is get it uncovered here. Pour it out. I gotta oil up my countertop.
Punch it down first.
Yep, gotta do that. I don't want to.
Punch it down, get all the air out.
Yep, push it down, get all the air out of it. Alright, I'm gonna oil my countertop. And get my dough out. It's a very, very nice dough to work with. Rolls right out. Okay. Gosh, you almost don't need to use a rolling pin on it.
And how wide and long should that be?
I think 11 by 17-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19 by 17.
Okay.
Sorry. I lied.
And you're gonna get 12 rolls out of this.
What I like to do is try to make it square. That way it cuts up
Evenly.
a little more evenly.
That dough looks amazing.
It is a wonderful dough. Alright, once you get that, then you get your cinnamon mixture. Uh-oh. Alright. Hardened up on me.
Do you want me to put it in the microwave for a sec?
Yeah, I think so.
It's cold here, so it probably did harden just a little bit. I'll just
Ouch.
put it in the microwave for a second. And you're gonna need a 9x13 pan sprayed with cooking spray.
Right here. Set that right there. Get my oil out of the way.
Okay.
Perfect.
Offset spatula. Jackie's helping me today. I hurt my back, so I'm having some trouble pulling and pushing. And he likes to work with the dough more than I do.
I love making breads and that kind of stuff. I just slop this all over.
Get enough that spatula and I'll clean it out.
Alright.
Okay. Gotta get to the end as much as possible.
I don't know. I think next time we'll double the cinnamon mixture.
I can make some more right now if you'd like.
No.
Okay.
Alright, watch yourself.
Okay.
Got them away.
Alrighty.
Stop messing with my synonyms.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, you don't want too much because you're going to roll it like a jelly roll, and so that'll be throughout the whole bread.
Yep. Alright. Set that there.
Then you're going to roll it like a jelly roll.
Or a cinnamon roll.
Or a cinnamon roll.
This is the first time I've worked with the dough that uses the potato in it. And it's very nice.
Your main concern is while you're kneading it, you've got to get it to where it's not sticky, or it will be impossible to work with once it rises and it was sticky when it went in. You just got to make sure it's not sticky. You want to make sure that bottom's sealed really well.
It is. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half. Half again.
And if you have unflavored floss for your teeth, you can use that to cut these with. It works wonderful if you don't have a really sharp knife.
As soft as this dough is, you don't need a real sharp knife. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We gotta get 12-ish, so we'll start. We're gonna end up with more. That's okay, because I rolled it bigger. Ouch. Watch your fingers when you're cutting the dough. Okay, now I'm just going to start placing them into my pan.
Might need to get a smaller pan for the extras.
No, they'll
Because you don't want them to be totally rising into each other. You want them
No,
kind of definite.
they're going to be touching each other. That's definite. That's how you get cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, but we still got to rise them, so it should be like 3 in a row. And then
Okay.
4 down. Because they're going to get pretty big.
Okay. Just open the space up a little bit here. There. And the smaller ones up at the end. That's what they look like.
And then you're going to cover them again and let them rise for another 30 to 60 minutes or until they're fluffy and bigger. Alright, this is how they rose. They're nice and fluffy. They look amazing. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and once it's preheated, you're going to cook these 18 to 22 minutes or till light golden brown on top. Alright, once you take out your rolls, let them cool. You want them just warm, not hot, warm to put the icing on, okay? So in a mixing bowl, you're going to need 6 tablespoons of butter softened, and you're going to beat that till it's light and fluffy. Once your butter is light and fluffy, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. One tablespoon of milk. Excuse me now. We might need to use a little more milk if the frosting's too thick, but we'll start with 1 tablespoon. And then you're going to need 2 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, and then we're going to mix this till everything's combined. Alright, now rolls are warm. I can touch them, they're warm. When you get the consistency you want of your frosting, now we're going to frost our rolls. Put as little as much you want on them, it's all up to you.
Come in for a look.
Okay.
They smell amazing.
Yes, they do. And remember, if you guys try these, let us know what you liked and didn't like or what you would change. So I'm always looking to fix things or make them better. Alrighty, so we're done. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you. Alright, so here's our finished cinnamon roll. And my son came over and ate them, and he said they're delicious. He said he would probably cut back on the frosting on top. I haven't tried them yet. And it does look like a lot, so maybe I'll have it next time. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you.